Hello everybody, NerdDad5000 back with another reaction video. Actually, not another reaction video. This is a rundown video of some of the stuff that came out of Disney Plus Day. Now I know it's been a few days since that came out. I'm just now getting around to looking through all the information they released. Thanks to D23, the Disney fan club website, and their writer, Zach Johnson, who put together a very nicely ordered listing of everything that is coming out on Disney Plus, everything that came out of Disney Plus Day. Now, there was a lot of strictly Disney stuff, animated TV shows coming, a couple of announcements for movies, like some more information about Hocus Pocus 2, which will be out at some point. I'm looking strictly at the Marvel stuff, because that's really what I'm more interested in. So going down this article that was on D23, the first thing that they show is Hawkeye. Now, we know Hawkeye's coming. We've already seen multiple trailers and commercials and things. It's going to be out really, it's less than 2 weeks. It's a little over a week. But their write-up on Hawkeye is set in a post-blip New York City. Clint Barton, a.k.a. Hawkeye, has a seemingly simple mission: get back to his family for Christmas. But when a threat from his past shows up, Hawkeye reluctantly teams up with 22-year-old skilled archer Kate Bishop to unveil a criminal conspiracy. The series stars Jeremy Renner, who of course has been playing Hawkeye in the MCU, Haley Steinfeld, is that how you say it? Steinfeld? That's how I'm going to say it. Vera Farmiga, who I think I've seen her in some few things. I can't remember exactly what, but I do like her. And newcomer Laqua Fox, I probably said that wrong too. Series premieres November 24th. Yeah, so that's really close. I'm really looking forward to this one, as I have been for a lot of the Disney Plus Marvel series. So far, they've all been really good. Glad to see Hawkeye kind of stepping out on his own, so that we get to see like some strictly him being a hero and not him tagging along with the main Avengers group and just kind of being their support. The trailers and the clips I've seen all look really good. So yeah, really looking forward to that one. Next is Moon Knight. This is another one. Some of these had been previously announced, but just not a lot of information about them. Some of these are new announcements with new release dates and new information. So they did announce that Moon Knight will be premiering in 2022. No specific date yet, but the write-up on it is: get a first look at Moon Knight, a new globe-trotting action-adventure series starring Oscar Isaac, who I love, and if Oscar Isaac's in it, I'm going to watch, as a complex vigilante who suffers from dissociative identity disorder. The multiple identities who live inside him will find themselves thrust into a deadly war of the gods against the backdrop of modern and ancient Egypt. So yeah, that sounds good. I think a trailer came out for Moon Knight. I haven't watched it yet. Gonna watch and react to it probably right after I do this video. Don't really know anything about this character. He does look interesting. I know a lot of times he gets compared. There's kind of a comparison between, I think, Batman and Moon Knight, although I think Moon Knight's got some actual like superpowers, but just kind of the way their characters operate. So yeah, again, with Oscar Isaac in it, of course, I'm looking forward to this. So we'll have to see. I'm sure as we get closer to a release date, more information will come out. Next is She-Hulk. Again, this is one of the shows that had previously been announced, but again, not a whole lot of information. And just like Moon Knight, I think there was also a trailer, which I'll look at some point. The write-up says, see Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk / Jennifer Walters, a lawyer who specializes in superhuman-oriented legal cases. She-Hulk will welcome a host of Marvel characters to the series, including Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, and Abomination Tim Roth. The new comedy series is coming to Disney Plus in 2022. So again, no exact date. I feel like I'd heard that it might be a comedy show, but I guess this cements the idea that it's going to be kind of a legal comedy, maybe with like other Marvel characters, or some we know, some we don't know, wandering in, needing help. Seems like maybe there's going to be some real world stuff. Maybe heroes getting sued for, thanks, you saved me, but you destroyed my car while saving me, so things like that. It's going to have a comedy twist, which is different from a lot of the other shows. Most of them have been, serious. So if this is going to be like a comedy superhero lawyer legal show. But Again, have not been let down by any of the other shows, so hopefully this will continue that. Next is Miss Marvel, another character I don't really know anything about. The write-up on this is meet Kamala Khan, a 16-year-old Pakistani-American from Jersey City, an aspiring artist, an avid gamer, and a voracious fan fiction scribe. She is a huge fan of the Avengers, in particular Captain Marvel. But Kamala has always struggled to find her place in the world. That is, until she gets superpowers like the heroes she always looked up to. Iman Vellani stars as Kamala Khan. Series directed, executive produced, and premieres Disney Plus summer of 2022. So that's a little narrowed down. So that's still a little ways out. I think also, again, there was a trailer for this one that came out. And again, I'll look at that as soon as I can. I have seen this character before, know a little bit about her powers, more so than Moon Knight. I've seen She-Hulk before, and she basically looks like smart Hulk and not as big and muscly, but still, bigger and musclier than a normal person. So yeah, looking forward to this one too. I think I've said in past videos that I really like seeing some of these characters that I know nothing about and seeing how they connect with the characters I already know and the world we already know. So this is another one. Yeah, looking forward to this one also. And then new projects and new unveiled logos from future series include Echo, a series starring Alaqua Fox, and she was mentioned up in the rundown for Hawkeye, so I think she's going to appear there first, and it looks like she's going to be in this show, yep. As Maya Lopez, who will be introduced in Hawkeye. Okay, so she's going to be introduced there, get her show here. No release date on that yet, so it must still be pretty far down the line. Ironheart, which I feel they had announced before, but I guess maybe they just wanted to remind us it's coming or a little more information. Ironheart, a series starring Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams. I'll have to find out how to say that. A genius inventor who creates the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man. Yep. This one I'm really looking forward to because after watching
6.5 hours later,
WandaVision, and she was one of my favorite characters besides Wanda and Vision, Agatha, House of Harkness. So the write-up on this is a series starring Kathryn Hahn as her character from WandaVision. Jack Schaefer returns as executive producer and head writer. So the same guy who was in charge of WandaVision is going to be in charge of this. I guess there's no information on what it's going to be about. Maybe it's her past story. Maybe it's some of what has happened to her since WandaVision, which should really be nothing because she just thinks she's a normal person now. But maybe this is going to be how she ends up getting free from Wanda's control to interact in the other upcoming MCU stuff. Or it's maybe going to be some of the story from where she stole her powers when they had her tied to the post up through where she, ends up wandering into Wanda's little make-believe town. Secret Invasion. We did get, I haven't watched it, but there's like a very, very short, I think they were calling it a peek at Secret Invasion. I feel like they'd announced this one also, but I guess this is a little more. A series starring Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and Ben Mendelsohn as the Skrull Talos, which they both played in Captain Marvel. This crossover comic event series showcases a faction of shapeshifting Skrulls who have infiltrated the Earth and have been here for years. So this comes straight from the comic book. There was a whole Secret Invasion series, I'm pretty sure, back in Marvel Comics. And it turned out that some of the characters that we had been following, even in their own titles, were actually Skrulls. And I don't know how they got it all straightened out, but that looks like where this series is headed. So we know Nick Fury from S.H.I.E.L.D., played by Samuel L. Jackson, and Ben Mendelsohn is the Skrull Talos, who they kind of became buddies, and Nick ended up helping him get the family settled on Earth and stuff. So I'm guessing he's going to help Nick fight the bad Skrulls. Maybe not necessarily bad, but, if they're infiltrating Earth secretly, they must be bad. So we'll have to see. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, a special written and directed by Guardians of the Galaxy veteran James Gunn, which I think this is supposed to come out right before the third movie or right after the third movie. And I guess it's going to be on Disney Plus. So Hopefully it does better than some of the other holiday specials from movies that have come from the past. I'm looking at you, Star Wars. I'm looking at you. X-Men 97. I had heard nothing about this one until I was reading this. An animated series that explores new stories in the iconic 90s timeline of the original series. So that looks good. Loved the 90s X-Men show, and we all know the theme song. Yeah, we know it. So this looks like it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be animated the same. This logo looks like it's animated the same. Maybe it's going to, like it says, it's going to be other stories in that same timeline. So I hope they animate it the same. I hope they get all the same voice actors back, as many as they can. That'll be great. What If Season 2, of course, because What If Season 1 was amazing. The second season of the fan favorite animated series. After enlisting the Guardians of the Multiverse to stop Infinity Ultron, the Watcher returns to meet new heroes and explore more strange new worlds in the MCU's ever-expanding multiverse. What If is directed and executive produced by Brian Andrews and executive produced by AC Bradley, serving as the head writer. So I think these are the same guys that did the first season, so hopefully the second season will be just as good. But this is really a show that could run forever because there's so many what ifs, so many just tiny little changes that could have huge impact on the MCU. Spider-Man freshman year. This is another new one. Didn't know anything about it until I just read this. An animated series, okay, that follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU with a journey unlike we've ever seen. And a style that celebrates the character's early comic book roots. Okay. I guess it's going to be somewhere between where he gets bitten by the spider and gets his powers and where we first see Tony go and collect him in Civil War. I Am Groot. Didn't know anything about I Am Groot. A series of original shorts exploring Baby Groot's glory days growing up and getting into trouble amongst the stars. I Am Groot is directed by, okay. So it just sounds like it's going to be little side stories of stuff Baby Groot did when he wasn't with the Guardians, I guess. It says Baby Groot, so I don't know if it means it's Baby Groot before he met Rocket, or if it's Baby Groot after, he protected the Guardians, got burned away, and then they had the twig that grew up to be Baby Groot, and then Teenage Groot. I am Groot. Whoa, kid, watch the language. So, have to wait and see more what that shows. Marvel Zombies. Love Marvel Zombies. The What If episode with the zombies was great. So this is going to be an animated series from Marvel. Reimagines the Marvel Universe as a new generation of heroes battle against an ever-spreading zombie scourge. So I don't know if that means we're going to get heroes we've never seen before who are trying to fight the zombie versions of the heroes we know, or if it's going to kind of be like What If, where there's some people left we know. I mean, it could pick up right after the What If episode, maybe, with Peter and Doctor Strange? No, it was Peter and
1 hour later.
Ant-Man's head and one-legged Black Panther, who were flying back to Wakanda, but they didn't know that Thanos had already showed up and he had already been turned into a zombie too. So I don't know if it's going to pick it from there, if it's going to be a completely different story, maybe set in the same world where the zombies are, but from different heroes' points of view. But Marvel zombies are always good, and these Marvel shows are always good. So we'll just have to wait and see. And then on down, it goes back into the Star Wars-y Lucasfilm stuff, so we're going to not go into all that. But all these Marvel shows look great. They've all been great so far, and I've loved them all so far, so we'll just have to wait and see when they come out how good they are. Hopefully they're going to be good. Hawkeye looks really good. It's next. Like I say, it's barely a week out until that gets started, and can't wait to see all of these. And as always, if you like what you see, please click subscribe. The easiest way is the little red square that's right over here. Also, make sure to click the bell icon so you continue to get notifications of any time I release a new video. If you like what you see, please click like. Likes are super important, not only my channel, but any of the channels you watch. Likes help get our stuff out there and get it recommended to everybody so our channels can grow. So yeah, if you like what you see, please click like. Which one of these shows are you really looking forward to? Or if, like me, if you're looking forward to all of them, that's fine too. Just let me know. Let me know what you're hoping to see from your favorite show. Just put all of that in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And until next time, this has been Nerd Dad 5000. I will see you later.